You know what? I went to the store today and I was in line. I had some water, and the guy behind me just started talking about, I don't know, his car or something. He bought like a new car. It was like a what are those things that they're called? Teslas. They're called Teslas, and I guess apparently they drive themselves. Why do you need a car that drives itself? That is crazy to me. That's lazy. I do want one though. Why not? Apparently there's like a huge computer laptop screen right on the dashboard, and that is crazy to me because we already look at phones. People are already looking at their phone. Oh, it's a self-driving car. I keep forgetting that. But I saw this screen and it's like it's the size of my TV in my living room. Are you fucking serious? Could you imagine watching porn on that? And a little kid, a bus full of kids ride by, and you're watching porn on this Tesla screen. That's unethical. How dare you? I'm going to Supreme Court tomorrow to boycott Teslas. I'm going to boycott Teslas. Taking a sip of my whiskey. Like I said, I should not be drinking. Hello, welcome back, listeners. I just took a sip of my whiskey. I'm lit. I'm scrolling on Instagram. I'm so done with Instagram. It just locks you in. You just keep going and going. Literally 2 weeks ago, I scrolled for 2 days straight. I didn't go to work. I almost got fired. I got written up because I was scrolling on Instagram. I was just liking every picture. Everyone was just fire. Everyone was straight fire. I like pictures of cats, pictures of people staring into the camera, just like stupid shit. I liked the picture of a flower. A flower. It was a dandelion. It's not even an exciting flower. It just has seeds on it. It's not pretty. It's just gross. Honestly, when you look at a dandelion, a dandelion doesn't look like it would be a dandelion. A dandelion looks like it should be called spikes, or like it should be called like a pinhead flower. Pinhead, that horror movie villain, like Pinhead. Yeah, that's exactly what it should be called. Pinhead. You pinhead flower. I'm taking another sip of my whiskey. I'm really excited because this is the first moment. This is like the wraparound of the whole RV Gone Too Far, like whole thing. It's like it's a concept that is growing, brewing. It's cold brewing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know what it is. I don't even know what the fuck it is, but it's exciting. It's so exciting. I'm trying to add dynamics to my voice. I'm telling you, I'm trying to speak. I'm an artist, and an artist has to express. If you don't express, you're not an artist. Oh my God, I need to write that fucking down. Scribbles. Whiskey. What a beautiful day today. It's like the clouds were they were on vacation, and the sun was just out with its slippers. It's at like the beach, just hanging out. Calm waves, in, out. Beautiful, smiling. That's the energy I got today. It was cool. It was chill. it was a mess because I didn't have time to go to class today, and I just feel so bad about it because I really like this class. I'm currently in a comedy and literature class, and this class is it's common sense, but it's like at the same time my mind is blown every second, every discussion. The big main takeaway that I've taken from this class is like that I really like the whiteboards in the class. Everything else is trash. No, I'm just kidding. It's a really fun class. I really like it. I go to PCC. Hey, shout out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, I am a mess. I am currently scattered, but I'm trying to rein it in. You know, I'm trying to clean it up. Like that pop at the end. That's how I do, baby. That's how I do. Okay, like I like to give a full range, you know, with however you're listening to this. I go near, I go near, I go near, I go far, near, far, near. I'm going insane. This is not a good idea. I'm going to quit after this. Let me stop. I'm just kidding. I am gonna run away. Bye. No, not yet. I'm here. I am literally the dumbest person alive. I really think that like I don't know anything, but at the same time things make sense. But maybe I don't want to. Maybe I should combine both worlds, but I don't want to. I already have an existential crisis every day. Like I don't need like more than one a day. Existence is crazy to me. Like I just don't. I'm speechless. Like existence makes me speechless. I think that's why this podcast is so hard, because it's like I'm alive, I'm existing, but I also want to speak my mind. But it's like those worlds collide, okay? Maybe they should collide. Maybe that's the catharsis that I need. That's bullshit. That sounds like bullshit, honestly. If I had a therapist, I'd be like, Mitchell, you're full of shit. Aren't we all, bitch? No, some of us are. What is authenticity? That is something I ask myself every day, because like I feel like I'm a different person every time I wake up, every time I move through reality. How's your soul today?
Let's hit the mic, let's go. I hit the dab high-low. I did it all for love. Sparkly love for you. I did it all for love. Sparkly love for you. For you. Hey! I did it all for love. Love, love, love. Sparkly love for you. For you. Here we go. Shake, shake, dance though. Shake, 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 dance though. Shake, 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 dance though. Oh shit, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Yo, what's good? My name is Bree Geiger, and you are listening to.
Bree, did I ask you how your soul is today?
Oh, you didn't, but
How's your soul? Goddamn it.
Soul queen. How's your
We
soul
got
queen?
time. I don't want to take up all the
man,
time.
you know what? My soul is always good, and I love hearing Celine talk about it because
Thank you.
because it inspires you. It feels good to just be reminded that you are blessed, you know. And my soul has been good for a very, very long time, and it always will be good deep down inside. But I feel like probably, I think May 1st, May 3rd, I like admitted to myself, like, I don't know if I'm good. Like, I don't know what this is. Like, I have anger issues. I'll only be sad if I'm hormonal or something like that. So there's like, it's always confusing because it's like one time a month where I feel this, but then sometimes it lingers after. So then I'm like, wait, what does that mean? You know? And I had no clue. I've been talking to a lot of people who are all in therapy and stuff. I had no idea. I did like anger management and shit when I was younger. So I always thought like you had to have this problem to do it again. I hate how they talk to you. Like, so what's wrong? You know, I'm like, bitch, if I knew what's wrong, I wouldn't be here. And like, you know, I'm talking to this girl who drives off in her Mercedes and gets to go home to her whatever when I'm just left here feeling like this. Like those are suppressed, like 14-year-old Bree like thoughts. So I finally admitted, like, I want to see a therapist. I want to get some shit out and figure out something that's going on deep down inside. It's going to help comedically, it's gonna help all around, you know, and in general it's just gonna help get to some places, you know. I just finished my one-woman show and trying to pick that up again.
Yes.
So that like so that to me was like my therapy. So then I got kind of stuck because I was like on the top of the world. You know how we are as artists, you're like,
it's
I just did this shit. You gotta fucking climb up to the mountain again, and then you know it's like boom boom boom,
ups and downs.
So yeah, so like everything else is working out artistically, that I'm finally admitting like something's going on and I don't know what it is. Going through a breakup, so that might be what it is. I was comfortable for so long, so now I'm just like having to start over. The change. I'm feeling lonely, but I'm also so many people are coming back into my life that when I was in that relationship weren't around because I was so into that. So that's a blessing. So it's just me trying to figure it out, and I didn't know I could do it artistically and emotionally, but I am, and it's working. And the more I talk about it, people are sharing with me their stories, which so I'm telling you, I figured this out in May. From January 1st till May, I thought I was like the only one with these thoughts. You know, like, oh, I'm thinking these thoughts. That means I gotta figure it out. That means I'm bipolar, or this means I'm this. You know, you think all this shit, but I'm good. My soul is good. I'm blessed. I'm making art. The world will see that, and until then, I gotta figure out what's going on in here. So I hope someone hears this and like, you know, knows that they should hit me up, because we need trying to figure this shit out.
Oh, yes.
But other than that, like,
and beautiful. Don't forget beautiful.
Okay.
You are a beautiful black woman, and you are dynamic, and you are working.
Yes.
And you just remember that. I'm just saying, I see you working. I see you in one woman show.
Thank you.
I wasn't physically at the show, but I seen the flyers and shit for it.
Thank you.
And like, yo, just put everything you can into your work, girl, because you are fine. You are going to be fine.
Oh,
thank you.
And whoever is in and out of these people are temporary than a motherfucker.
Yeah.
And you know when people are meant to stick around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Sometimes people are seasonal. My mother used to tell me that.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not preaching and no shit. I'm just saying, like, I go through it too. You know, them ups and downs is a like,
right.
Especially when it's hormones, and I'm taking shots and all kinds. My hormones doing jumping jacks.
Yeah.
Like, so I feel you, but remember, you are special. You are gorgeous.
Yes. Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Thank you very much.
Oh yeah.
I wish I recorded that. Oh wait.
It is. Oh yeah. Okay, so
that's gonna be her ringtone and shit. Come and see me. Wait a minute, I got a phone call. You are dynamic.
Yo, what up? This is Chip Nicholson. I don't know about you, but I'm a little flustered. I ate an edible and I'm flying by Uranus. Get that landing site ready, because I am launched. I'm setting the tones, the knobs, the controls, the beeps, the bops, and the yachts. Sail into these buns, honey buns. Be honey bears. It's 103 RVT. Get your list on, baby.
What's up, you sexy motherfuckers? This is Celine Pink, Fox Whittington, and you are listening to RV Going Too Far.
I'm so excited. Okay, like, I'm just so inspired by just the amount of like talent, amazingness. I'm like living a life where I'm just like seeing people that are just like doing it, creating, and it's just like mind blowing. And I just want to just like get to know, you know. Okay. You know what? Celine, how's your soul today?
Blessed.
Blessed? Okay.
Yeah. Not in like a religious way, just very like gifted and appreciative and self-aware. And that's where my soul is today. Not to get too deep, but I'm just like, you know, I'm happy every day I wake up and I take a breath and I'm like, good morning, you know, I say that out loud, and it's good to be here.
Okay. I was telling someone that self-awareness is trending.
Is it really?
I made that up. But I was just like,
yeah,
it's
you
trending.
need a t-shirt. I was like, is that a thing? No, you need shirts, bitch. All that shit is marketable.
Right.
Okay, like
I'm always thinking money though.
How can we make money off self-awareness?
You know what I'm saying? Look, you can make some wicker bracelets and this one. 2 for $5s. Niggas got garbage around the way.
What else? What happened?
What you mean? What happened with what? What else is going on with my life?
Yeah.
Just working, just trying to produce and create more outlets for more funny women. That's all my goal is. It's just to continue to grow comedically and to continue to branch out and make myself available to all the forms of entertainment and arts and progress and you know, extend whatever I can to someone that's doing the same thing so we can uplift each other.
Hell yeah. I'm so excited. I just love seeing friends just, we're helping. It's so, some people say it's cheesy, but I'm cheesy, okay? Seeing people help change the world for the better, and it's just,
it works.
okay.
Whatever you gotta do, if you gotta trap them in an RV.
Yes.
That's what it do.
Okay.
Plug your show.
Oh, we could have did that at the end, girl.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it there.
All right, cool. But you know, just to touch back on that, you know, it is really nice to be uplifting. It's too many mad motherfuckers, cause too many people are just unhappy with life, and you know, they don't care about anything and all of that shit. And I didn't come all the way to Hollywood to be a sourpuss motherfucker. So,
right,
you know, I busted my ass to get here, and I'm gonna act like I busted my ass to get here, and I'm gonna work hard and do everything I could do to you know, gain some recognition and help others gain some recognition. So, you know, if you're a slouch out here, or you sad out here, or, you know, you're a woe is me person, and she keep that energy, just, you know, give me 50 feet. That's how I feel. Not in a disrespectful way. I love everyone. Like, if you need a hug and shit, you had a bad day, come tell me. I'll give you a hug, you know, unless you're a creepy person or whatever. I feel like you're trying to cop a squeeze. But if I feel like, you know, somebody who genuinely just needs to vent for a second, I'm an ear for you. But yeah, you have to spread the positivity. It's not cheesy. It's not corny. It's grateful, and it's contagious.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, for sure. Gotta spread it. Gotta spread that love. And I need to hear that because, you know, I do have those moments where I just, it's rough, but it's about what's next. But it's about the present moment. Y'all, I'm about to go off the rails, but ooh, I'm excited.
I feel that.
Selene, I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad you told me. Like, you know, I seen the address of this motherfucker. I said, it's a setup. This nigga got me in Crenshaw. I'm a whole builder bitch, nigga. We can't go to certain parts of LA.
Oh my goodness.
Like, that shit is like being a gang member, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? I hop out and shit, and on the way here, you know, because I'm aesthetically pleasing. Some motherfuckers like to stare and shit from 2 cars over. I had a nigga in traffic on the highway. I'm on the 405, and cuz pulled up to me in a black BMW. I guess he had pipes on it. It was loud or whatever. And this nigga pulled up to me and like fucking matched my speed, looked me dead in the face, meeped the horn. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I look over. This nigga gave me a head nod and then peeled wheels. I was like, what the fuck did that mean?
Where
like,
was that at?
That was on the highway. Like, what's happening? Like, how are we? Listen, back, I mean, you know, I like women, right? So, you know, I have to have some type of like swag about myself. And that was some swagless ass shit for this nigga to pull up next to me in that beat ass BMW.
Just so the whole day you can be like, what did that mean?
Right.
Yeah, what the
like,
fuck?
Nigga, am I supposed to copy your
Right.
motherfucking license plate and Google your shit? Nigga, find your number like, hey, that was me on the 405. I just want to suck your dick because you honked the horn and spilled wheels. Nigga, that was sexy. That's bullshit. It's just weird.
I think that shit is so just like off to me. Just the idea. Are y'all car people?
I'm a car person, yes.
Yeah, both.
I drive a squatter, but I also have like a nice car and shit. So, but yeah, I'm
Would you like do that? Like,
I've never done in a Lambo. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't be like me and then head nod, like not even roll somebody's window down. Not like he didn't sign language like you're very pretty. Nothing. This nigga just looked at me, gave me the head nod. But it's not like he looked at me, realized I was trans, and then head nodded and peeled off. Right. He looked at me, stared at me, idle, hit the horn. I looked at him with like this nigga, what do you want face. Right. He said, what's up in nigga language, which is a head nod. Right. And then he skirted off like on some masculine, like, I don't know what that was. Like, it was just, it was like, what are niggas doing
Has
these
that happened to
days?
you?
Absolutely. Yeah. Not on the fucking freeway, though.
Yeah,
That
that's
shit was
like
crazy.
very what?
Death wish.
Right.
Because you got niggas that drive places to get to places, which you think would be us. And then you have niggas that get in a car looking for like,
Shit to do, like
shit to do. I want to say victim because they're not like, I don't think they're all like going out it like that, but like the next possible person to be interested in them, or maybe just gets them off, like people looking at them or whatever. But sometimes I'll be looking straight. I'm like, I could tell your ass wants me to look at you. I'm not gonna look at you because then that opens up, you know, for you to drive next to me for every stop. Looking at me and shit,
that's
know?
that's so crazy. I'm so sorry.
I never wished the motherfucker crashed more than that. That one moment when that nigga pulled off, I was like, please bang out. Please bang out. That would have made my goddamn week.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Beep, beep.
What was he driving?
Like this old ass BMW with like weather. It was weathered and he had pipes on it. It was one of them BMWs, you know, he put some extra spare parts into because it's too old to be the shit anymore. So you gotta put something on it to make it like, oh, it's a race car, nigga. It's not just, you know. But it was still some bullshit. I'm like, yo, come at me correct is what I'm saying. Like, I like women, but goddamn, if you want to make my day or something, like, just holler at me like a real nigga. Like, that's weird.
Ooh,
as shit.
okay. Ooh, this is a good question. How do y'all want to be hollered at?
Yeah, you start that one, Bree, because I don't.
I like. Here's the thing. Okay.
What's the thing, bitch?
So I don't. There's been times where I'm like, I'm walking on Hollywood Boulevard. I used to work on Hollywood Boulevard, so I'd get off on the metro and I get to where I had to go, right? And I would really like, I'd be like, I don't want to get catcalled today because I'm gonna go off. Okay, I'm gonna fuck someone up. And then sometimes it gets to you, you're like, damn, no one says shit. Like,
right.
Oh shit. So
I feel
you know,
you.
because you don't want it, but you also like. Shit, you ain't feeling these overalls, what? Or like, you know, second guess. But overall, like, I don't fuck with it. But I have had people say some cool shit, like, you know, like just dumb shit, you know, like I always get the tall shit, you know, oh, you tall glass of water or something like that or whatever. I'm like, yeah,
niggas need to retire that line. That shit is older than mother.
It's dead.
And it's so small. It's like,
Mitchell, say it again. Say it again.
Dead.
It's dead.
Don't ever say it again. It's done.
Jesus fuck.
You heard it here first. Okay.
Come on with some new shit, motherfuckers.
Or last in
I
this
don't,
case.
you know what? I like when people hit on me and they're attractive. Don't hit on me if you know you look like shit. Don't assume.
Don't waste your time.
This ain't Goodwill pussy. I don't need no motherfucking donations. You know what I'm talking about? Like, holla at me like.
What if it's Christmas?
A nigga ain't the Toys for Tots, nigga. What the fuck? I don't know. That ain't me. Right, like, right. I just want some, you know, if you're gonna holler at me, just for number one, holler at me and know that, you know, I'm not gonna be hella polite. I'm just not that. I'm really nice, but like, if somebody comes at me like that, the first thing on my mind is, does this person know I'm transgender?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I could be sexy, I can have my ass out, anything. It's like, does this person know I'm transgender?
Right.
And most of the time, like, you hit on me, I'd probably just be like, oh, I'm a lesbian, or like, I like girls just like you, bro. Like, I was at the gas station today, And this one dude had hit on this girl in the gas station, and this nigga, I mean, I'm not gonna judge people, Lord. He hit on a girl in the gas station. That was cool. Then he went out to his truck and he had his homie with him. And then I found out like it was a work truck or whatever. Like they did like landscape or something. 2 black dudes. And then like the bulkier, like the stockier nigga looked at me like, you know, we out here on the prowl. And I'm like, nigga, at least get off work first. Why are you trying to hit on me on your lunch break? Like that's limited. What the
tacky.
What the fuck? Like
There's a
nigga,
time limit.
right? Like, nigga, your jeans is ashy, nigga, and that's not designer. Like
Your shirt has your name on it. Okay.
right. Barry, get the fuck out of here. And I'm just playing, but it makes me uncomfortable because I don't know what niggas' intentions are. So bottom line, when you see me in the street, just don't hit on me unless you're a female. And then make it clear that you like hitting on me as a female, because as a lesbian, that shit is fucking, you don't know who's being nice, you don't know who, yeah, like, because, you know, girls are touchy-feely, so, like, a girl run up on you, and this shit happens to me, too, like, girls run up on me, they squeeze my boobs, they squeeze my ass, like, you know, nobody, like, grabs my whatever, like, nobody grabs my situation, but, you know, it's just, like, a lot of touching, and I'm cool with that, like, I'm playful too, whatever. Right. I would never just grope somebody because I don't know how someone feels about me. But, you know, if you going, I had to tell a girl the other night, and she's cool as shit. You know, she's a comic and shit. So I think she's funny when I see her. She's cool, and I recognize her face. But when she ran up on me, she was just like really touching on me, like she had been drinking or something. I'm just like, bitch, need I remind you, I have a dick under this skirt. You know what I'm talking about? Like, don't play with me like you can't get fucked. Right. That's just how I feel. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong for saying that shit. Like, sometimes I feel like I'm not saying it in the bathroom and shit. Like, that's crazy. But if we're out at the bar and you're touching on me like that, I'm like, hey, bitch, I like women. Right. You know, this ain't like you barking up the right tree is what I'm telling you. So, you know, I don't know. I don't know if that's wrong to say and shit. I don't know. No.
Hey, vapors, crapers, and lapers. It's Jesus, you better work. And I'm listening to the 103 RVT, the Shaman.
What's your sexuality?
I'm queer.
Queer.
I'm hearing queer. I have the same shit though. Sometimes it's like, wait, what? When you work with a girl and then they find out you're into girls? Yeah. Because sometimes you're the girl like, girl, I love that. Look, damn, your tits look good today. You know, you like,
what?
Good. Oh, your booty, you know, you getting ready together and stuff. And sometimes I'm like, oh, yeah. And then I'm like, oh, was you trying to fuck? Or like, you know, not like that, but like, but because I'm down, but I'm also like, but also no, we need to be professional. I'm down,
right?
But you never know. Just like girls talk to each other, you know. It's like love on love, so it's so it's different. But also you get it though. There's a look sometimes. You know?
I haven't yet to figure out what that look is.
It's just there's a look in a tone. You can only hear it if it's quiet. Really.
Okay.
You're at a bar or whatever.
Yeah.
That is quiet. So funny.
Is it like that with dudes, Mitchell?
Yeah, it's such a weird thing. Even in like it's like
niggas have
it's
lingo,
so funny
though.
that it's quiet. You can only, it's real. Yeah.
Gay guys have lingo though. Like I heard like there's this like, hey, there's something in your eye, and then like you blow some shit out of a nigga's eye. I heard that was like the gay like checking on it. I don't know. I don't think lesbians have that. I don't think we have. But see,
I'm stupid. I'm so naive to because. I just don't think it will happen in public. It's just a shocking. I think it's because I grew up in
the Facebook era. Like you only used the niggas DMing you and shit.
Well, I mean, like growing up, I never dated or anything.
Got it.
Until literally after the military.
That's growing up gay though. Huh? I mean, that's growing up gay. Period. Like
true.
You're not.
Oh, true. Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like
no, I guess like that experience. It just made me like. Because I guess it's different. Maybe it's different for like gay men versus lesbian women.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I dated women forever because I mean, I presented male, you know, all through,
all through
high school. But then I transitioned in college, and like I didn't medically transition until about like almost a year and a half ago now, or about a year and a half ago, probably almost 2 years now. But even then, like. I don't know. I was always one of those people where it didn't really matter what my situation was. You know what I'm saying? Like people still hit on me and I don't know. I did my best to be a pretty whatever I am. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody said it to me the other night. You're pretty whatever you are. I'm just like, that's disrespectful, but thank you. Like, but you know, I always try to remain like.
You understand both sides.
Yeah.
From both perspectives.
I just try to be a swaggy lesbian. Like that's my go-to. Like I like wearing sweats and shit like that, but they're fitted now. They're not baggy or whatever.
Yeah.
And I wear makeup and I have my hair pulled up. So, I'm giving off heavy les vibes.
You feel good and you look good.
Yes.
And you're comfortable, and that itself will attract people to
Yes.
like, oh, she's confident.
Okay.
She's confident. Yeah, 'cause you see those people walking in, like when they walking in the shoe, they're like, damn girl, you hate that. Like when you in their tight and you didn't want their jeans. I'm like picturing a certain girl, and like they don't want their jeans to, so they gotta like walk this certain way. It's like you are so uncomfortable. So like, why would I be comfortable talking to you? You aren't comfortable with
no, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Being a trans woman, like that's the hardest thing for me about my sisters, because so many of my sisters, and just my siblings, period, my trans siblings, so many are visually uncomfortable, and it's like seeing is believing. You know what I'm saying? And once you know in your heart who you are, you have to project that to other people. Like I walk into a room, I project femininity. You know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not a question. I've worked in the nightclub industry and restaurant industries and things like that, being trans, and never have I dealt with a patron and they'd be like, so what are your preferred pronouns? Or just like, hey girl, what's up? Like it's my mannerisms, it's my everything, it's my characteristics and my comfort level. Like obviously I'm comfortable in this thong, so that's what it is. Like, my ass is a little uncomfortable, but I'm not, you know what I'm saying?
What is femininity?
Femininity is just I believe femininity is defined in your own personal definitions. Like there is no stamp on it. I know that I'm feminine. The things that I'm into are more delicate things than rather like masculine things. My favorite color is pink. I'm into more I'm more detail oriented. I'm just very like, I don't know if I can't put a word to it. Like I'm very just into everything soft and fluffy and very girl power. I'm very like female energy driven. That's why the shows I produce I only book females. I do all women shows. I could book
the one
a
the Ruby
show.
shout out was so great. I remember that.
Thank you. I had Bree on that show. She motherfucking killed that shit. Shout out to Pallavi and Audrey and Stephanie Wayne.
Okay, that was just such a good show.
Oh my god. Who
Who
am I missing, yo? I had Marie Watchke. Oh my god. And then I had fucking everybody that was on that shit was just something else, and
different.
Everyone
was different.
Y'all brought the power, and I was trying my best to not. So I just did a show. I'm not gonna talk about that, but I don't like doing shows and being the host and taking up time. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole reason that I book comedians for a show that I produce is to give them the floor. So I try my best to keep it concise. Right. I might do the first like 5 minutes. When I went on stage initially, I didn't plan on doing a set, but people were like, are you going to do some comedy? Like, I'm like, are y'all here for that?
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, so I jumped into that, and I think I did like 6 minutes, highly uncomfortable 6 minutes, because I wanted to jump into my comedians. I didn't expect to do that, and so I think that was a learning experience. And then going forward, I really want to just be able to showcase other young ladies. And so, like I said, having that feminine energy in the building, in the room, that's my comfort zone. That's my comfortable space. I recently found out, because, when I'm around guys, straight guys all the time, and especially straight black men. And I love y'all, like, especially my fellow straight black comedians. Y'all give me my love and respects, most of y'all. And, but I think that there's also like a sign on my forehead like transgender, and so whereas I get my respects half the time, I still get those slip ups from those guys. And I'm still, I had to ask a friend of mine this past like week or whatever. I said, hey, listen, let me ask you a question. How do you view me? Like, when you look at me, am I a woman to you, or like am I like, am I like one of your homies? Like, am I like a nigga or something? And he was really honest with me, and basically he told me like kind of both, but leaning more toward like dude. And it hurt my feelings. And I think that, opening myself up to that conversation and being vulnerable like that, even now, is difficult for me to do, but that's what I use for my comedy. So it's becoming more and more evident that my space is women's spaces, because those are the places that I'm welcome. Those are the places that I'm like, I don't get that secondary question. It's just like, come here, girl, you know,
Right.
get into this convo, or like, you know, do you have this going on, or, you know, how about this? And they know that I can relate. I can relate to all that shit. So,
Right.
you know,
I love that. I
Yeah.
love that.
What
That's
is
real?
what is femininity to you?
Man, you know, for like, absolutely, like, you know, girl power. But like, then what is girl power? You know, is, you know, like the boss bitch in me comes from, like, I've had a lot of amazing men in my life. Like the boyfriend I had before, you know, I came out, my dad that raised me, my biological dad is whatever, but the man that raised me is wonderful, and my brother is wonderful, my best friend. And so I got a lot of questions going up, like they expected when I came out that my dad had done something, or somebody had done something to me where I wasn't gonna trust men anymore or whatever. So and I asked myself, I was like looking into my repertoire of like what, like, did somebody fuck, like, is that, you know, they questioned me and whatnot. But it was the respect that I've gotten from all of those men that you know, you're a woman that I love, you're my family and whatnot. And since then, that was like the expectation of how the men I wanted to be surrounded by, you know, and how they looked at me as this woman that could just be herself and do whatever. I mean, it did get difficult coming out, but prior, when the heart was there, as opposed to like who I was dating or whatever, it was all about just being yourself, being your best self. I love you. You're a woman. You got to be powerful. And there was never really like a status, you know what I'm saying? You know, so I don't know what it has to deal with, you know. I was always fucking with them, playing volleyball and basketball. That's all we did. So I don't know if that helped relate or whatever. But to me, it was just in general, like there'll be a time where you got to step up and be the man or whatever. You know, when you leave and go on your own or whatever, there's got to be a time, and there's got to be a time when you got to step up and be the woman. And then we made it very clear that there was no difference. You just gotta gotta do your thing.
I agree.
So that was just like a thing we acknowledged early on, which made it so easy to just be myself. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very lucky in that term. I'm very, very lucky, which is funny because all the girls I feel like in my life has been like a little bit harder to, you know, so you think I would kind of shut that off, but yeah, I think that's it.
I like, as far as female influences, I think that adds too. Like, my mother is a dynamic woman. You know, she was a single mom most of my life, even though she was married with a husband when I was a kid for a while, for like 5 years, and she's had like stable boyfriends and shit throughout my life. It's still, to see a strong woman get up, and my mother was a singer. My mom was a soul singer, so I grew up a showbiz kid. And watching my mom go do shows and sign autographs, and then watching my mom like go to work at the post office, like, you know what I'm saying? Like both things, and like one after the other, like is really, really molded me to be a strong young black woman, because my mother is a strong black woman. And you know, my grandmother on my father's side is a very strong woman. And, you know, she has a very strong personality. She's not docile or meek or mild. She's like, hey, listen, if you don't like it, you know, fuck you. And that's my big mama. And that's what we call her. Like, I legit have a big mama. And listen, she'll beat it out of you. Like, you know, so those were kind of some of the women I had. And then my mother's stepmother, because my original grandmother died when I was, in 75, when my mother was 5. So I never got to meet her, but my grandfather remarried very early when my mother was a child. And so I've only known this one woman to be my grandmother. And she was from the Western Shore of Maryland, and she's very like, they were rich growing up and high class, and like my great uncle's an equestrian, and just a bunch of stuff, like being able to go and go out to the summer home, and like we have a family home, and we have a family business and a summer house, and just like being able to get the etiquette and what it means to be a young lady from that grandmother, you know. So all of those things were definitely a staple in my personality as well. As far as femininity goes, you know, it never meant, you know, it never to me meant I need to bow down or let men speak first and all that shit, you know.
Right.
But still, like, having my etiquette, knowing when to interject and speak my piece, and being comfortable with myself, you know, in my motherfucking 6-inch heels.
Yes.
Stiletto.
Oh my gosh. This has been just. Yow! All right, so let's plug our social medias. Okay, let's do it.
Cool. I am at Bree Giger at Bree Geiger on all platforms. BRIGIGER, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, my website, all of that. BreeGeiger.com.
Lit. I am comedian Pink Fox on Instagram. That's Fox with 2 X's, like Red Fox.
Yep.
And on Twitter, I am Selene Comedy. Don't ask me why. I never get on Twitter, but hit me up. And on Facebook, that's none of your business. It's comedian Pink Fox. Just look me up and you know, you'll see my shit come up. And if there's a show coming, then, you know, you'll most likely see it on Instagram. So that's the best place to follow.
Fire.